Namaste children, welcome to 12th English class. Today we are going to see a prose from Unit 3. Title of the lesson is In Celebration of Being Alive by Dr. Christian Barnard. Children, do you know who is Dr. Christian Barnard? Let us see. Here, there are several physically challenged people who have lived a successful and meaningful lives. Am I right? Yes. Do you know what is physically challenged? Those who have some problem, not problem, maybe those who don't have eye or leg, hand, likewise. Even that people have lived successful life. Okay. Here, in your book page number 67, they are giving some personality and the name of nature of their challenge and the field of their achievement. Beethoven hearing impairment, but he achieved in music. Demosthenes, he is speech defect, but he is a good orator. Helen Keller, she is blind, okay, but a creator of the braille letters and a good orator also. Ariyappan Tangavelu, physically challenged and a high jump. He achieved in high jump, gold medalist. Mozart, he is what? He achieved in what? Carnatic music, but he is a ear defect. Okay, he has a problem in ear. John Milton, blind. John Milton is blind, but good poet. Okay. Sudha Chandran, she lost her leg, okay, right leg, but she achieved in classical dance, okay, and as well as she is an actor also. Yes, like these people, they, even though they had physically challenged, they achieved in various fields. Okay, they are the inspiration, they are the role model, they are giving confidence to us. Sometimes we also may think, okay, what the life is giving to us. Okay, it's a bad life. I won't like this life. Likewise, we also sometimes we feel, but we should not feel, children. If you read this lesson, you can. Okay, you can get confident. Okay, now, who is Dr. Christian Barnard? Dr. Christian Barnard is a doctor, okay, and he is the man who did first heart transplantation. Okay. இதய மாற்று அறுவை சிகிச்சை, heart transplantation. First he did it for animals, then he did for human. He did in 1967 to the human. For that he gained a worldwide recognition, and he went on to develop many surgery techniques also. And he wrote 235 scientific articles and 14 books. And he got 11 doctorates, 36 international awards. In his later years, he established a foundation, Dr. Christian Barnard Foundation, for the underprivileged children throughout the world. Okay. At last, 2001, at the age of 78, he died. Okay. He was born in South Africa in 1922 for poor parents only children, not for rich. He was so poor, and he on the time he didn't have enough money to study. But he continued his studies. He has an eagerness to study, as well as he has a passion in science. He wants to become a doctor, so that he achieved. Okay. Now, lesson. Okay, page number already told 1967. We all know that Dr. Christian Barnard was the first doctor to perform a heart transplant surgery. Here we have an extract of his speech wherein he narrates an experience which has changed his perspective of life altogether. Let's find out what led to such a dramatic transformation. What is a perspective? Perspective means outlook, totem. Okay, here we know that he is the first heart transplantation. He did first heart transplantation. This is an extract of his speech. So he gave a speech. From in that speech, we took some points alone. He was saying in his speech, which incident changed his life altogether. Okay, shall we see? Yes. First point. More and more, as I near the end of my career as a heart surgeon, my thoughts have turned to the consideration of why people should suffer. Suffering seems to cruelly prevalent in the world today. Do you know that of the 125 million children born this year, 12 million are unlikely to reach the age of 1 and another 6 million will die before the age of 5. And of the rest, many will end up as mental or physical cripples. End of my career. Okay, which is his career? His career is doctor, heart surgeon. My thoughts have turned. Okay, I'm thinking always, why people are suffering? Why people are suffering? Suffering seems cruelly prevalent. What is the common? It's common to all the people. Not for the rich, not for the poor. Okay, it's common to all. Do you know that one of the 125 million children born this year means 12 million are unlikely to reach the age of 1. Before to reach the age of 1, they died. Other 6 million before the age of 5, they died. Okay. And the rest will end up as mental or physical cripples. Cripples means disabled. Okay. So many are physically or mentally disabled. Why? She is thinking that why this suffering is common to all. Why the humanity want to suffer? இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட் என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா, மனிதனுக்கு எதற்கு கஷ்டம் வருது? ஓகே, ஏன் கஷ்டம் வருது? மக்கள் ஏன் சிரமப்படணும்? ஒரு ஆண்டுல 125 மில்லியன் குழந்தைகள் பிறந்தாங்கன்னா 12 மில்லியன் குழந்தைகள் ஒரு வருஷம் கூட வாழ்றதில்ல, இறந்து போயிடுறாங்க. 6 மில்லியன் குழந்தைகள் 5 வயதுக்கு முன்னே இறந்து போயிடுறாங்க. மீதி இருக்கவங்கள பலர், நாட் ஃபுல்லி, மெனி, ஈவன் மென்டலி, மன ரீதியாகவும் உடல் ரீதியாகவும் ஊனமடைகிறாங்க. செகண்ட் பாயிண்ட், மை gloomy thoughts probably stem from an accident I had a few years ago. One minute I was crossing the street with my wife after a lovely meal together, and the next minute a car had hit me and knocked me into my wife. She was thrown into the other lane and struck by a car coming from the opposite direction. My gloomy means depressed. Thoughts probably means of course, stem, STEM is being forth from the accident. I am thinking that accident I had a few years ago. When? Few years ago. Okay. And when I tried to cross the street with my wife after a meal. Okay, after finishing a meal in the street, suddenly a car came fast and hit us. What happened? Okay, my wife, she was thrown into the other lane. Okay, and I was struck by a car. Okay, from the opposite direction. Maybe now I am thinking, why I want to suffer? நான் ஏன் கஷ்டப்படணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் இல்லையா? இந்த நினைப்பு எனக்கு எப்படி வந்திருக்கலாம்? மேபி பல வருடங்களுக்கு முத நான் ஒரு விபத்தை சந்திச்சேன். அப்போ நானும் என்னோட ஒய்ஃபும் ரோட்ல போய்கிட்டு இருக்கும்போது என்னாச்சு, ஒரு செகண்ட்ல ஒரு கார் எங்க மேல மோதி என் ஒய்ஃப் பக்கத்து லேண்டுக்கு தூக்கி போட்டா அடுத்த லேண்ட்ல தூக்கி எரிஞ்சாங்க. நான் என்ன பண்ணேன், ஆப்போசிட் டைரக்ஷன்ல வந்த கார் மேல போய் மோதினேன். அந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு ஆக்சிடென்ட் எங்க வாழ்க்கையில் நடந்துச்சு. During the next few days in the hospital, third point children, I experienced not only agony but fear but also anger. I couldn't understand why my wife and I had to suffer. I had 11 broken ribs and a perforated lung. My wife had a badly fractured shoulder. Even and over, I asked myself, why should this happen to us? I had work to do. After all, there were patients waiting for me to operate on them. My wife had a young baby who needed her care. So what happened? After 2 days, after accident, they went to hospital. There not only agony means pain, children. Anguish, not only agony, but also angry. I got so angry. Okay, why my wife and I had to suffer? Why ourselves alone? Why my family alone getting suffering? I had 11 broken ribs. Okay, and perforated means damaged lung, and my wife had badly fractured shoulder. Okay, once again, I asked continuously, why myself? Why this happened to us? Why this happened to me? Continuously, I am asking question with myself. I had to work to do after all. There were patients waiting for me to operate. So in this third point, Arthur said, okay, next few days we have admitted to hospital. Hospitalக்கு போனோம். எனக்கு வேதனை மட்டும் இல்ல, எனக்கு கோபம் அதிகமா இருந்தது. எங்களுக்கு மட்டுமே ஏன் இவ்வளவு கஷ்டம் வந்ததுன்னு நினைச்சேன். 11 எனக்கு எலும்பு முறிஞ்சு போச்சு, என் நுரையீரலும் பாதிக்கப்பட்டது, அதுல துளையிட ஓட்டம் வந்துருச்சு. என்னோட ஒய்ஃபோட தோள்பட்டை எலும்பு ரொம்ப மோசமா போச்சு. கண்டினியூஸா நான் எனக்கே கேள்வி கேட்டுக்கிட்டேன், எனக்கு மட்டும் ஏன் இப்படி அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நானே கேள்வி கேட்டுக்கிட்டேன். அதுக்கும் மேல என்கிட்ட ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல ஆபரேஷன் பண்ணிக்கணும்ன்றதுக்காக நிறைய பேஷண்ட்ஸ் வெயிட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. என் ஒய்ஃப் கவனிக்க எங்களுக்கு ஒரு குழந்தை வேற இருந்தது. Fourth point, my father had still been alive would have said, my son, it's God's will. That's the way God tests you. Suffering enables you, makes you a better person. If my father had been alive, what will he say? What will he say? This is God's will. Okay, you can't change this one. God tests you. Suffering ennobles. Ennobles is what? It dignifies, morally noble. Okay, suffering gives good experience to you. It makes you a better person. Okay, if my father alive, he will say. Fifth point, but as a doctor, I see nothing noble in patients thrashing around in a sweat-soaked bed, mind clouded in agony. Nor can I see any nobility in the crying of lonely child in a ward at night. That's a doctor. Maybe my father can think likewise, but as a doctor, I can't. What is the nobility in that? Okay, thrashing around. What is my thrashing around? Thrashing around to move about restlessly. Okay. In the sweat-soaked bed, full of sweating. Okay. வியர்வெல்லாம் நனைஞ்சு போன பெட்ல இங்கிட்டு அங்கிட்டு படுத்து வலியால துடிக்கிறதுல what is the nobility is there? Hey, I won't see any nobility. A child crying lonely in the ward. Sixth point. In those days, they didn't have sophisticated heart surgery. I have always found this suffering of children particularly heartbreaking, especially because of the total trust in doctors and nurses. They believe you are going to help them. If you can't, they accept their fate. They go through mutilating surgery, and afterwards they don't complain. So what happened? Now we have all the water. We are in sophisticated life. We are getting all the medicinal facilities. Okay, scan, CT scan. Okay, for specific for each and every part, we are going to we are seeing the specific doctor. Okay, nephrology, neurology. Okay, likewise. But on those days, no facilities in hospitals. No technically facilities. Doctors are available, but we have now lot of technology. But on those days, no technology. Okay, sophisticated here refers advanced. Okay, maximum children are suffering, and patients totally trusted the doctors and nurses. They believe them. Okay, they are thinking they are God. Doctors and nurses are God. Okay, likewise, they are thinking. Now also if we have problem, we are saying டாக்டர் எப்படி இருந்தாலும் எங்களை காப்பாத்திருங்க. We are hearing that. ரொம்ப நேரத்துல அந்த மாதிரி வார்த்தைகள் நம்ம கேட்டிருக்கோம். ஸோ அந்த காலத்திலேயே என்ன பண்றாங்க, டாக்டர்ஸ் அப்படி நம்பினாங்க. ஏன் அப்ப டெக்னாலஜிக்கு எல்லாம் டாக்டர் பண்ணுவாங்க. இப்ப இருக்கிற அளவுக்கு என்ன கிடையாது, டெக்னாலஜி அப்ப கிடையாது. If the doctor won't accept, if the doctor and nurses didn't help, they accept their situation. It's the fact for them. தலைவிதியை அவங்களே ஏத்துக்கிறாங்க. Okay. In seventh point, one morning several years ago, I witnessed what I call the grand tricks of Cape Town's Red Cross Children's Hospital. It opened my eyes to the fact that I was missing something all my thinking about suffering. Something basic that was full of solace for me. So one morning, several years ago, I went where? Okay, in the place Cape Town. What is the place name? Cape Town's Red Cross Children's Hospital. Okay, I went Cape Town's Red Cross Children's Hospital. There, I saw a Grand Prix. What's Grand Prix, children? Grand Prix means international motor race. Now we are saying Formula 1 race. Likewise, on those days, there is Grand Prix. It opened my eyes. At the time only, I thought I was missing something in all thinking about suffering. Solace. What is solace? S-O-L-A-C. What is solace? Comfort or consolation in times of grief or pain. Okay. So, that incident changed my life. It gave solace. Solace is ஆறுதல். எனக்கு ஆறுதல் கொடுத்துச்சு அந்த incident. Where? In Red Cross Children's Hospital in Cape Town. Okay. What happened there that morning was that a nurse had left a breakfast trolley unattended And very soon this trolley was commanded by an interpreted crew of two, a driver and a mechanic. The mechanic provided motor power by galloping along behind the trolley with his head down, while the driver seated on the mover deck held on with one hand and steered by scraping his foot on the floor. The choice of the roles was very easy because the mechanic was totally blind and the driver had only one arm. Okay, see this. In that hospital, what happened? No, the nurse left the trolley. The two boys took the trolley. They commanded, and they took over the trolley. Okay, they took the trolley. See the picture, huh? They took the trolley and they started pushing that. Here, both boys, one boy pulling that, pushing, and one boy was helping that. And the mechanic provided motor power. Who is? Those who push. He is a mechanic. And another boy sat in the trolley and he helped the trolley to move using his leg. He is the driver. Okay, the driver had only one arm. The mechanic was totally blind. The picture is wrong, children. Okay, the mechanic totally blind. The driver had only one arm. They took the trolley. Okay. Next, what happened? They put on quite a show that day, judging by the laughter and the shouts of encouragement from the rest of the patients. It was much better entertainment than anything anyone puts on at the Indian Police 500 car race. There was a grand finale of scattered plates and silverware before the nurse and ward sister caught up with them, scolded them and put them back to bed. What happened? That day, what happened? That day they gave lot of fun to all other patients. The other patients also encouraged them. Okay, that place was full of laughter. Okay, they are giving good entertainment to others. Okay, that was a good entertainment compared to Indian Police 500 car race. இந்த ரேஸை விட அது குட் நல்ல என்டர்டைன்மெண்டா இருந்தது. அவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் இதை அந்த ட்ராலியை தள்ளிட்டு போறது. What happened suddenly? The plates and the things what is in the trolley, it's scattered. எல்லாமே சதறி கீழே உழுக ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. Before the nurse and the ward sister caught up with them. அவங்க போய் நர்ஸ் சிஸ்டர் அவங்களும் அந்த பசங்களை பிடிக்கவங்களையும் அவங்க அதுல இருந்ததான் தள்ளி விட்டுட்டாங்க. And both the nurse scolded them and they went to bed. அவங்க மறுபடியும் அவங்களோட படுக்கைக்கே போயிட்டாங்க. நர்ஸ் அவங்கள திட்டினாங்க. Okay, so 8th point and 9th point, both children took the trolley. One boy was mechanic, another was driver. The mechanic was blind. The driver had only one arm. Okay, they are the patients for that hospital. Okay, the hospital is, where is the hospital? The hospital is in Cape Downs. Hospital name is Red Cross Children's Hospital. Okay, Red Cross Children's Hospital. Then 10th point, let me tell you about these two. The mechanic was all of 7 years old. The mechanic was how many years old? Just 7 years old. One night, when his mother and father were drunk, his mother threw a lantern at his father. Missed the lantern, broke over the child's head and shoulder. He suffered severe 3rd-degree burns on the upper part of his body and lost both his eyes. At the time of the Grand Prix, he was walking error. with a disfigured face and a long flap of skin hanging from the side of his neck to his body. As the wound healed around his neck, his lower jaw became gripped in a mass of fibrous tissue. The only way this little boy could open his mouth was to raise his head. When I stopped by to see him after the race, he said, "You know, we won," and he was laughing. So in 10th point, see the children, 10th point, what happened? Okay, the Dr. Christian Bernard already knows that boy. Okay, he wants to say about the two boys. The mechanic was 7 years old. How many years old? 7 years. He was blind, already I told. How it happened? It happened one night when his father and mother, his parents, fought both. ரெண்டு பேரும் சண்டை போட்டுக்கிட்டாங்க. At the time, his mother threw a lantern. Okay, சிம்னி விளக்கு சொல்லுவாங்களே, அந்த காட்டுல கைப்பிடி பிடிச்சு நீளமா தொங்குமே, லேண்டன். பெட்டர் மார்க்ஸ் லைட் சொல்லுவோம்லே, அந்த மாதிரி லேண்டன். அது தூக்கி அவங்க அப்பா மேல போட்டோன்னே, வாட் ஹேப்பன்? இட் missed and the lantern broke over the child's head and shoulder. Okay, it அந்த குழந்தையோட ஹெட்லையும் ஷோல்டர்லையும் போய் அந்த விளக்கு பட்டுச்சு. He suffered severe 3rd degree burns. தீக்காயம் எப்படி இருக்கும், அந்த அளவுக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டான். He lost both his eyes. No vision. At the time of Grand Prix, they enjoyed, no, 7th point we said, the Grand Prix they enjoyed a lot. He was a working horror. Working horrorனா என்ன, ரொம்ப கொடுமையா, பார்க்கவே ரொம்ப அசிங்கமா அந்த பையன் இருந்தான். ஆனா அத மனசுல அவன் நினைச்சுக்கவே இல்லை. எப்படி இருந்தான், அவன் சந்தோஷமா இருந்தான். வித் டிஸ்பிகர்ட் அந்த ஃபேஸ் வந்து என்ன ஆகல, ஒழுங்காவே இல்லை. ஒழுங்கானா முக லட்சணத்தோடுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, அந்த மாதிரி இல்ல. Long flap of skin hanging from the side of his neck. One side fully skin, சதை பிஞ்சு தொங்குது. Okay, and the wound healed around his neck, full of what? Marks, ரொம்ப scare, தழும்பு. His lower jaw became gripped in the mass of fibrous tissue. The face is not in good condition, children. We can't see the face. அந்த அளவுக்கு மோசமா இருக்கு. Though that boy enjoyed his life. That is the point here. The only way the little boy could open his mouth was to raise his head. He can't shake his jaws. தாடை அசைக்க முடியாது. அவன் சாப்பிடணும், என்ன பண்ணணும், தலையவே தூக்கணும். Okay, then only he can eat. When I stopped by to see him after the race, okay, they played, no, after that I saw that boy. He said, "You know, we won," and he was laughing. Okay, we won. We played, no, we won. Like that he said. Children, our parents here, this may be in what other countries, but in our country this won't happen. We know very well. Okay, from that boy we can understand. What do you understand, children? Think. அவன் முக அழகா இருக்கணுமே பத்தி நினைக்கவே இல்லை. அவனை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அவன் சந்தோஷமா இருக்கான். ஓகே, என்ன நடந்தது, அவனுக்கு சின்ன பையன், அவனுக்கு தெரியல எதுவுமே. அவ்வளவு கஷ்டம். அவனுக்கு 2 கண்ணு கிடையாது. உயிரோட வாழ்வோமா இல்லையான்னு அவனுக்கே தெரியாது. ஆனா அவன் என்ன பண்றான், சந்தோஷமா இருந்தான். ஓகே, இருக்கிறான். அத பார்த்தோன்னே இவருக்கு ஒரே சர்ப்ரைஸ். எப்படி இவன் இவ்வளவு கஷ்டம், அதை வச்சுட்டு எவ்வளவு சந்தோஷமா இருக்கான் பாரு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி he thought. The trolley driver I knew better. After a few years earlier, I had successfully closed a hole in his heart. He had returned to the hospital because he had a malignant tumor on the bone. I know the trolley driver. Okay. A few years before, I had successfully closed his heart hole. And he had a malignant tumor in his bone. Few days before the race, the shoulder and the arm, his shoulder and arm were amputated. What is amputated? Amputated means removed. Okay, amputated means cut off. There was a little hope of his recovery. After the Grand Prix, he proudly informed me that the trolley's wheels were not properly oiled, but he was a good driver and he had full confidence in the mechanic. Okay, so what is the condition of the driver? The condition of the driver is he is a heart person. He has heart problem, and he didn't have one hand. Though he was happy, சந்தோஷமா இருந்தானா அந்த பையன் பாத்தீங்கன்னா முன்னாடி இந்த லெசன்ல ரொம்ப ஹாப்பியா அந்த ட்ராலி தள்ளிட்டு போனானா. But after the Grand Prix, he informed to the Dr. Bernard, okay, we won. The trolley was not properly oiled. அதோட வீல்ல வந்து என்ன இல்ல கரெக்டா ஆயில் போட்டு வைக்கல, அதனால ஸ்ட்ரக் ஆகி திங்ஸ் எல்லாம் கீழே விழுந்துருச்சு. பட் I am the good driver and I have confidence to my mechanic. He proudly say that. This incident gave a good confidence to Dr. Bernard. Okay. டைரக்டா பாக்குறாரு, இந்த ரெண்டு பசங்களோட பார்த்து இப்படி ஒரு கஷ்டத்துக்கு இப்படி ஒரு சந்தோஷமா ஆனந்தமான வாழ்க்கை வாழ்றாங்கன்னு சொல்லி பாக்குறாரு, டைரக்டா பாக்குறாரு. பார்த்துட்டு அவர் மனசுக்குள்ள என்ன நினைக்கிறாரு? See, 12th point. Suddenly I realized that these two children had given me a profound lesson. What is a profound? Deep lesson in getting on with the business of living. Because the business of living is joy in the real sense of the word. Not just something for pleasure, amusement, recreation. The business of living is the celebration of being alive. Then I realized, Dr. Bernard, I realized that these two children had given me a good lesson. Why I am living. வாழ்க்கையை பத்தி ஒரு நல்ல லெசன் கொடுத்தது யாரு? இந்த ரெண்டு பசங்க. வாழ்றது வந்து சந்தோஷத்துக்காக. Okay, it's not just for pleasure, amusement, recreation. Okay, நான் வாழ்றது எதுக்காக? ஆனா உண்மையான வாழ்க்கை வந்து என்னோட சந்தோஷத்துலதான் இருக்கு. உயிர் வாழ்றதுன்றது எது? ஒரு எதுக்காக உயிர் வாழணும்? நல்லா ஹாப்பியா இருக்கிறதுக்காக. ஹாப்பின்றது எது? நம்ம கடமையை கரெக்டா செய்யறதுனால. ஐயோ இப்படி நடந்துச்சேன்னு நினைக்காம இருக்கும். ஏதோ ஒரு சும்மா பொழுதுபோக்குக்காகவோ ஒரு ஏதோ வந்துட்டோன்றதுக்காக ஏதோ ஆனாலும் வாழக்கூடாது. The business of living is a celebration of being alive. வாழணும்னு நினைக்கிறது வந்து நம்ம உயிரோட இருக்கோன்றதே ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய சந்தோஷம். இந்த உலகத்துல நாம நல்லபடியா உயிரோட இருக்கிறோம் அப்படின்றத என்ன, அது ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய சந்தோஷம் அப்படின்றத அப்பதான் டாக்டர் பெர்னார்ட் புரிஞ்சுக்கிறாரு. I had been looking, 13th point children, I had been looking at suffering from the wrong end. You don't become a better person because you are suffering, but you become a better person because you have experienced suffering. Up to this, shall we see? So, I had been looking at suffering from the wrong word. Okay. So, suffering என்றத நான் என்ன பண்ணேன்? தவறான ஒரு எண்ணத்துல இருந்து பாத்துக்கிட்டேன். எனக்கு வந்து பிரச்சனைகளையும் துன்பங்களையும் ஒரு தவறான எண்ணத்தோட நான் பார்த்தேன். நான் வந்து கஷ்டப்படுறதுனால வந்து நான் வந்து என்ன ஆகல, சிறந்தவன் ஆக போறது கிடையாது. அதுல அனுபவிச்சு அதுல இருந்து வர எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்னாலதான் நான் என்ன பண்றேன், சிறந்தவனாக மாறுறேன். We can't appreciate light if we don't having known darkness. So we won't appreciate light. வெளிச்சத்தை அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ண மாட்டோம் டார்க்னஸே இல்லாட்டி. இருட்டுல இருந்து வெளிச்சத்துக்கு வந்தாதான் அப்பா அப்படின்னு தோணும். ஒரு நாள் ஃபுல்லா ஃபேன் இல்ல, டிவி இல்ல, சாயந்தரம் 6 மணிக்கு தான் கரண்ட் வருதுன்னா அப்பதான் அந்த ஃபேனோட மகிமை நமக்கு தெரியும். கரெக்டா? 4 நாள் பவர் கட் ஆயிடுச்சு, தென் ஆஃப்டர் தட் வரதா புயல், அப்ப 4 நாள் கரண்டே இல்ல நிறைய இடங்கள்ல. அப்பதான் அந்த கரண்டோட அருமை தெரியும், வெளிச்சத்தோட அருமை தெரியும். நம்ம வீட்டுல பேரண்ட் இருந்து நம்மள பார்த்து பார்த்து ஊட்டம் தெரியும், நம்ம பேரண்டோட அருமை தெரியாது. எங்கேயாவது பேரண்ட் ஊருக்கு போயிட்டு 2 நாள் 3 நாள் 4 நாள் கழிச்சு வரும்போது அவங்களோட அருமை தெரியும். ஸோ ஒன்னு இல்லாதப்போதான் அதோட அருமை தெரியும். Nor can we appreciate warmth if we have even never suffered cold. Okay, these children showed me that it's not what you have lost that's important. What's important is what you have left. What you have lost is not an important. Okay, what you have left for this mankind, that is very important. Okay, that's taught by these two children to me. Yes, what did you understand, children? நீங்க எதை இழந்திருக்கீங்கன்றது நமக்கு முக்கியம் கிடையாது, எதை விட்டு சென்றிருக்கீங்க தான் முக்கியம். விவேகானந்தர் ஆல்சோ செட் தட். நம்மளோட அடுத்தவர்கள் என்ன பயனை அடையிறாங்க அதுன்னு ரொம்ப முக்கியம். நமக்கு நாமே சுகமா வாழ்ந்துக்கிறதோ அது மட்டுமே முக்கியம் கிடையாது, வாழணும், அடுத்தவங்களையும் நல்லபடியா வாழ வைக்கணும். Okay, to conclude this lesson, okay, world's first doctor to perform a heart transplant surgery, Dr. Christian Barnard. Okay, he is thinking most of the people suffer from one or two. Most of the people are suffering from suffering. They are suffering. Okay, they totally trust on doctors. If they refuse, just they accept their fact. Okay, one day we also, Dr. Bernard and his wife met with an accident. He suffered a lot. At the time he got more angry with God and this what creation. அந்த உலகத்துல நான் ஏன் பிறந்தோன்னே அவருக்கு தோணுச்சு, ஏன் இருக்கிறோன்னு தோணுச்சு, ஏன் இவ்வளவு கஷ்டம்னு தோணுச்சு. தென் அதுல இருந்து வெளியே வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் 2 பசங்களா பாக்குறாரு எங்க ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல. அந்த 2 பசங்களும் கஷ்டத்துக்கு நடுவுலையும் அவங்க எப்படி வாழ்ந்தாங்க, சந்தோஷமா வாழ்ந்தாங்க. அதை பார்த்தா அவர் என்ன, வாழ்க்கைன்றதே உயிரோட வாழ்றதே மிகப்பெரிய வரம், அதை நம்ம சந்தோஷமா கொண்டாடணும். The celebration of being alive. So உயிருடன் இருப்பதற்கான சந்தோஷம், நாம உயிருடன் இருப்பதற்கான கொண்டாட்டம். Now you understand the meaning of the title. See, the celebration of being alive. Okay, உயிருடன் இருப்பதற்கான கொண்டாட்டம். Yes, we should be happy. We are alive. Okay. Yes, children, thank you. You want to read glossary. Okay, book back meaning you should read, children. Then they are giving question answer. Okay, 2 marks and 3 marks question answer. Shall we read? What thoughts troubled Dr. Christian Barnard as he neared the end of his career as a heart surgeon? Can you say? Suffering seems so cruelly prevalent in the world. Okay, because of the children. Okay, so because of the children died before the age of 1, before the age of 5, that only. What were Dr. Barnard's feelings when he was hospitalized? He not only agony, but he fear, but also anger. When and where did the accident occurred? Few years ago, while crossing the street. Sorry, children. How did Dr. Barnard know the boy who played the trolley driver? How did the hospitalization of Dr. Barnard and his wife affect their routine? Because Dr. Barnard had lot of surgery, his wife also wants to care their child. How was Dr. Barnard's attitude to suffering different from that of the fathers? His father said, it's a God's fate, you want to accept. It gives nobility to life. But Dr. Barnard won't accept that. How was the unattended trolley put to use? 2 boys took the trolley and they played. What role did the dude take up? One was the driver, another was the mechanic. What is the choice? Sorry, children. Why did the choice of roles prove to be easy for them? The mechanic, totally blind. The driver had only one arm. So the choice of roles proved them to be easy for them. Who encouraged? The rest of the patients encouraged. What does Dr. Bernard compare his entertainment to? He compared Grand Prix and the Indian Police 500 car race. Okay. What happened in the grand finale? What happened, children? In the grand finale, scattered plates and silverware எல்லாத்தையும் தட்டி விட்டுட்டு அவங்க இருந்தாங்க. How does Dr. Bernard know the boy who played the trolley driver? 3 years ago, Dr. Bernard closed his heart's hole. What was the profound lesson? The business of living is the celebration of being alive. உயிர் வாழ்றது மிகப்பெரிய சந்தோஷம் அப்படின்ற லெசனை தான் டாக்டர் பெர்னார்ட் வந்து இந்த ரெண்டு பசங்க வந்து கற்றுக்கிட்டாங்க. Okay, children? Yes. So we should also be happy to alive. நம்மளும் நம்ம உயிரோட இருக்குன்றது சந்தோஷப்படணும். இந்த உயிரோட இருக்க நாட்கள்ல நமக்கு மட்டும் இல்லாம அடுத்தவங்களுக்கும் சந்தோஷம் தரக்கூடிய வகையில நம்ம செயல்கள் இருக்கணும். Not only our friends, okay, for all. First to our parents. நம்ம பேரண்ட்ருக்கு நம்ம ஒபீடியன்ட்டாவும் அவங்களோட சொல் பேச்சு கேட்கிற குழந்தைகளாவும் நம்ம இருக்கணும். Thank you, children. I hope you all understand this lesson. Happy learning. Okay, read this lesson once again. You can understand easily. Thank you.